although this is probably the easiest and probably the quickest technique on the entire DVD, it's become very, very popular, not only with storybook weddings, but you'll see this used by high-end photographers who are shooting magazine covers and editorial layouts in magazines and things. I call it a ghost blur, and here's how it works. Basically, you duplicate the layer, then we're going to go apply a motion blur to this image. Okay, a motion blur. So let me move this out of the way. We're going to go Filter, Blur, and then we're going to choose Motion Blur. Brings up this dialog box. Drag it all the way to the left, and then you're going to slowly drag to the right. As you do, what you're trying to create basically is a ghost around them, a little ghosting. See how he's starting to get like a little ghost around him? Let me move over this way you can see. A little bit more, I guess we need. There we go. See that ghosting? Looks like kind of another version of him. There's like a, it's, there we go, something like that. You're going to put a little bit of ghosting blur in here. Then what you're going to do is get the eraser tool. Okay, get the eraser tool. Get a nice soft edge brush. By default, the eraser wants to erase hard, so grab yourself a nice soft edge brush, and you're going to start erasing over the detail areas. But don't go all the way to the edge of their head. Like start up here, but don't go to the edge. Stop just before it. Let that ghosting continue. Okay, now you kind of have to take it away a little bit here where their face is. But try to kind of avoid the edges mostly. And let the blurring kind of, there you go. See that ghosting? And it creates a kind of a sense of excitement in the image. They're not. You usually apply this to people that aren't moving, so don't apply this to people who are running or just look like you're trying to add motion. But we're not really trying to add motion. We're just trying to add this kind of a glow around them, and it does a pretty nice job of it. Let's just kind of click here in a couple of places. So there's a ghost blur. This is getting very, very, very popular right now. Oh, now I'm only doing the bride and groom. You could, I guess, go and do these people as well. Just keep the same thing employed. Just don't go to the edges. Kind of stop in there. You go. So there's a little bit of ghosting left over. There we go. Same thing over here. You can make that in focus, but leave that ghosting. There we go. And I'll show you a little before and after by just turning the layer on and off here. Let me kind of position it over here. Here's without it and with it. See, it creates a very, very interesting, neat effect. So that's kind of a neat way to kind of interpret the image, give it a little bit of life, give it a little bit of motion without actually putting them in motion.